We have a little bit of a situation in Aggieland, folks. A little bit of an uncomfortable situation. You know what I'm getting at. We all love E-Rob. We're all grateful for E-Rob, what he's done over the last few years, the way he stepped up to the plate recently, what he means to these players, to this program in this transition. And of course, he took the job with Syracuse, kept him on board. And now things are getting a little bit uncomfortable, right? Rumblings of A&M portal players looking Syracuse's way. Of course, Fadil Diggs is from the area. Chase Basantis is from the area. It makes sense beyond E-Rob, but you have to believe players might want to follow a guy like him. E-Rob showing up at football games while still employed at A&M, but sporting and representing Syracuse. Little weird. Very weird. But then, of course, taking in-home visits with current A&M commits, Dominic McKinley, I don't know who else he's done that with or who he's going to do it with, while he's still on staff and the head coach at A&M. That's a really freaking weird situation, man. Really, really weird. That's a textbook conflict of interest, right? I'm trying to wrap my mind around whether or not he's doing something wrong, because he is doing his job. He is currently employed by two employers, which is just a weird situation to begin with. So I point back at the person who put him in the situation, allowed it to happen, and that's Ross Bjork. In hindsight, probably should have cut ties as soon as it happened. But I think we're starting to learn that Ross Bjork might lack a little foresight. A couple of things have happened. We know about him. I wanted to make this analogy. I don't know if any of you guys watch The Office. If you don't, I'll walk you through this. But Michael Scott puts in his 2 weeks notice, I think in season 5. And he's going to leave Dunder Mifflin, the company that he works for. During his 2 weeks notice, he takes Dunder Mifflin Stationery, tapes his name of his new company, Michael Scott Paper Company, over the title of Dunder Mifflin, and starts courting Dunder Mifflin clients. You know what Charles Minor, the new manager, did? He fired him. That's a conflict of interest. You can't allow that. You represent one entity while also representing another entity while trying to pull from one entity to the other. That can't happen. Charles Minor made the move. At this point, according to Lucci, you really can't make the move. It's too late. You'll cause too much damage by plucking Elijah Robinson from the current situation in this bowl prep. Players will be outraged. They're committed to him. He's told them to commit to this program to stay through the end. He has to do the same too. And if they see him go, whatever amount of players you think are going to enter the portal, I think even more would enter. That's what it sounds like. So, once again, lack of foresight. You can't pull the Charles Minor move. You can't cut ties now. So, guys, what do you think about this E-Rob situation? It's gross because we like him so much, and he's done such a great job as an Aggie. I mean, despite not having really won anything, not really a fault of his. Look at his recruiting accolades. It's amazing. This is kind of what he does. He's the best relationship builder / recruiter in the country, one of the best. It just kind of sucks. We're in this situation now. It is what it is. You can't really get out of it. He knows he has the leverage that he probably won't be fired. He's going to work for his future. Of course you're going to work for your future. You're going to appease your future more than you're going to want to appease your past. It makes sense. It's logical. So it's hard for me to say that he's, a bad person for doing this or anything like that. It's just a bad situation that we find ourselves in. I just wanted to get those thoughts out there because it's really freaking uncomfortable, and I really hate to see it because I want to love Elijah. He's done a lot for this program. We move on.